Hi, I'm Connor Tracy. I'm with Big Red SEO. Today I want to talk to you about keywords. Not necessarily the keyword research and all the fun stuff that goes with SEO, but keywords like the meta tags and the URLs and stuff like that. So we'll dig in there, have a poke around and see what comes out of it. One of the questions that we get on a regular basis is, what do we do with the meta keywords tag or the keywords meta tag? Do we still use it? Should you still fill it out? It's an option inside of WordPress. It's an option in pretty much every shopping cart that's out there. There's an area for you to fill it out. And unequivocally, the answer is forget about it. It's just not used. Google, Bing, Yahoo, if you want to look at it going way back in the day, search engines did use it. And as of about 2009, Google and Bing both stated that the keywords meta tag is not something that they use for indexing. Google in particular has come out very vocal about that really it's a waste of time. And the reason why is that back in the day, SEO people used to just stuff keywords in there, and you put in the same word 3 or 4 times, obviously it's going to move up the rankings. So they're pretty smart about it. They saw what people were doing. They removed that ability. Bing actually stated, and I think it was Dwayne Forrester that stated it, that the meta tag is not used for ranking purposes inside of Bing. And if anything, it might actually be used for a penalty purpose. So they might use that if they notice that you've got certain keywords in your meta tag for the keywords meta tag, and those same keywords are repeated several times within the page, and they can put 2 and 2 together that you're trying to manipulate the search engines, that could raise up a flag and get you some penalty stuff. How much of that is actually effective, how much of that actually works, I have no idea. Dwayne is no longer with Bing, so we don't have any answers from there, and Bing of course doesn't talk to the SEO community. Google has almost become that way now too. So keywords in the meta tag, just forget about it. Stop putting your stuff in there. The only thing good for it is an SEO person like me. I look at the competition, I see what keywords they're going after, and then I use that in my client's campaign to actually rank them a lot better. So don't worry about the meta tag, just forget it. The other part when it comes to keywords is putting your keywords in the URL structure. So this is the part at the top of the page. You've got www.bigredSEO.com/webdesignexpert in Omaha, or whatever words you want to put in there. So let's use web design expert for this particular case. According to Google, they say that the keywords in your URL do not matter. This was a statement that was made, I believe, by Gary Iles, basically back in 2016, that the keywords don't matter and you shouldn't be bothered putting them into the URL. While Google says that, every chance I get and every client that we work with, the keyword is going to go in the URL. There's no reason for it not to. If it's relevant to the data or relevant to the page on the website, then you should be using the keywords. So when it comes down to keywords, the way to use them, put it inside of your title tag, put it inside your description, put it inside your URL, and make sure it's inside the content on the page. Your keywords, again, are supposed to be helping your user to let them find everything on the website that they need to. So if the keyword is relevant, use it in places. Don't overstuff it. Don't put it in, or there's no magic number to say that it has to be used 4 or 5 times, or there's a 2% keyword density ratio and all that fun stuff. That's all stuff that was used back in the 90s. Back when I started, that was how you did things. You had a 3% keyword density. Make sure you don't use the word more than 3 times for every 100 words. That stuff, it's just old school SEO. If your SEO company is telling you that you have to use the keywords meta tag or you have to use this a certain number of times, start running, because you're going to get in trouble. So keywords, it's a good thing. Definitely do your keyword research. We have another whole video on doing keyword research and how all that should play out. Lots of blogs on our website at Big Red SEO. If you have any questions, my name is Connor. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thanks. Have a great day.